between the defending Super Bowl champions and the Cincinnati Bengals, who do not believe that the Chiefs are true champions. They still believe that they are the better team. And they went into Arrowhead, sometimes known as Burrowhead, Stadium this weekend and gave Kansas City all that they could handle. And if not for a penalty or two, Miles, the Cincinnati Bengals could have walked out of Arrowhead with a dub. But once again, the cream always rises to the top, it seems like. And when the game is on the line, that guy, the best quarterback in the history of the league, always comes up big. And Patrick Mahomes led his team to another close victory against a very, very, very good Cincinnati Bengals team that is still missing some pieces. Kansas City lost some pieces as well this game. So how do you see this game and how it played out, and whether or not the officials had any role in it, or whether or not Kansas City won that game and or Cincinnati lost the game because of the penalties, and whether or not these two teams are destined to see each other again in January?
Oh, I would say that one. I mean, I went back. I looked at the recap, man. That as much as people got upset, that was definitely a pass interference at the end of the game. If that 100%. Dude ran into him, and if it wasn't called, then guess what? People would have been pissed off because the play wasn't called. So I can still see them two coming again. Like you say, both teams missing some pieces. Hey, the Chiefs definitely just took a hit with Pacheco. Fraction his leg, which say he's gonna be out from anywhere to 6 to 8 weeks. It was unfortunate that happened, man. But the Bengals, they definitely look like a different team than they looked from week one. But they still got problems on that offensive line. The problem in that game was that the Chiefs was able to get the Joe Burrows quite often, and then the other pieces that they running game, they gonna have to figure that out. I know they got that combination with Moss and Brown, but this game is always one of those good games where they go back and forth or whatever, and it always come down. That's what, if you want somebody to have the ball in their hand at the end of the game to get your team in position to win, you want old Patrick Mahomes. Now, the one thing I'm gonna say is, where is Travis Kelce? Has anybody seen him? He didn't dropped off the radar screen. I'm just saying.
No, you're absolutely right. This game was a phenomenally played game. Yes, everybody can agree that the final defensive penalty against the Cincinnati Bengals was warranted. He got there early. Trust me, I know about that all too well. And Cincinnati is not afraid of Patrick Mahomes. They intercepted Patrick Mahomes twice. The interception of the year, in my opinion, when the defensive back whose name slips my mind was up against Worthy and just
one-handed
OBJ'd it, right? Odell caught that thing, right? And then the linebacker with the interception across the middle. Cincinnati knows that they can not only compete with Kansas City play for play, but they know in their heart that they can beat Kansas City because they've done it to Kansas City in Kansas City, both in the regular season and in the postseason. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing these two teams lock back up in January if they both make it to the playoffs and the seeding lines up. Now, you say, where's Travis Kelce? Pacheco is out 6 to 8 weeks. Troy mentioned that they signed Kareem Hunt back onto the squad. And Kareem Hunt is just a year removed from being a top-notch running back anyway. So with the time off, could it be that Kareem Hunt comes in and fits just like a glove and picks up where the team left off when Eric Bieniemy was the offensive coordinator? I think that is not going to be too much of an adjustment for Kareem Hunt or the offense to incorporate Kareem Hunt back into the game plan. Where is Travis Kelce, you ask? The success that Rice is having, the success that Worthy had in week one, and the spreading out of the long ball, like I mentioned, I believe, is the primary reason that Travis Kelce has not been getting the amount of targets that he would have normally got. Very beginning of the season, before the very first snap, Patrick Mahomes said openly, I want to get back to throwing the long ball this season. I think we have the receivers and the playmakers and the speed to do it. And it seems that his influence with Andy Reid and the new offensive coordinator is pretty much driving that train. So when they go to the air, they go 20 yards or deeper, which is good both for Travis Kelce and Mahomes, because when teams eventually catch up or have those defensive opportunities to scale back on the deep threats, Travis Kelce will get his. Trust and believe when they get into the meat of that schedule, Patrick Mahomes is going to go to his security blanket every single time. So I'm looking forward to the rematch whenever this one happens, if it happens this year. But not surprised with the way that the game went. Not surprised the way that the game ended.